Well, good afternoon. It is Monday, September 6th, 2021. And I decided to go and stop at the mall in an area called, or a location called Paducah, Kentucky, just to check out what was going on at the mall. I had a laptop that I thought that I may want to go and get fixed, but it turned out it was a total bomb. But yeah, I decided just to stroll through the mall just to see what was going on because it is about 2 o'clock now, midday on Labor Day, and what I saw literally shocked me. Closed store after closed store after vacant store after very low to no traffic going through this mall. Now, Paducah, Kentucky is in Western Kentucky. It's in an up and coming town. But, it confuses me with all of the construction and all of the building going on in this area. The mall seems to be totally flat. And I'm just trying to figure out what in the hell are these people going to do when it comes to work, and what's going to happen when it comes to the default on these mortgages or this commercial property. And I've been watching a video, or a couple of videos from a guy named Jeremiah Babe, who's been talking about the retail apocalypse, the mall apocalypse. And as you clearly see, I mean, there is no business going on in this mall. I mean, pretty much all of the stores are abandoned. I mean, you have a Home Goods and you have a Ross, and those stores seems to be doing pretty well overall. But the rest of the stores, people are just not going into malls anymore and frequenting malls. As you see, as I go from store to store, there is no foot traffic whatsoever in these malls, and I'm trying to figure out how in the hell these people are paying the rent. Now, we know that the rent moratorium is coming to an end, and a lot of people are going to be booted out on the street, and as well as rents going up. But when it comes to the retail sector, I mean, you just don't see a lot of activities in these malls. I mean, as I go to store after store, they either A, boarded up, or B, no activity whatsoever going in and out of these stores. I mean, you have foot traffic here and there, but you don't see anything going on. You have the COVID facility. Now, this has to be at least a 5,000 square foot storefront that they converted into getting COVID testing and COVID shots. And from what being in there before, I didn't see a lot of traffic in there because I guess folks in Western Kentucky, they ain't having it. But I don't see a lot of masks going on as well when I go through these stores. But as you see, I mean, there is no traffic whatsoever, and it's quite shocking to see one or two employees, if that, working these entire stores. And as you go from facility to facility, no traffic whatsoever. I mean, I don't see anything going on there whatsoever. And what's going to happen to these jobs? What's going to happen to these mortgages? I mean, if you have no foot traffic in these stores, then how is it that the people that own these facilities pay the mortgage on a monthly basis? I mean, I don't know if there's a commercial bailout going on, but you got a lot of people sitting on their asses in the last 2 years, practically living off of stimulus checks. But that's going to end soon. It's going to end either through inflation or hyperinflation, or it's going to end through the government just stop handing out people checks. And it's a sad thing because you see a lot of people out there. They're not getting any kind of increase or making any kind of progress unless a government stimulus check is getting coming in. Walmart jobs are just not going to do it. These retail store jobs are just not going to do it. And this is how people are prospering. This is how people are getting their increase, by vis-a-vis government handouts and passing it off like they're doing something. I remember this store right here was a jewelry store, but hey, with male-female relationships today, with the marriage rates today, hey, nobody ain't buying no damn jewelry these days. I mean, you got K's, you got Zales going on. They're major conglomerates, so that they can hold their weight and K Jeweler, but you don't see pretty much any traffic, if not even nobody standing in there even attempting to look at any kind of jewelry. Um, as you see, I didn't see a lot of people wearing masks locally and regionally. I mean, the this COVID just not has had the actual effect when it comes to the actual numbers of deaths. You got people getting sick, but you got folks dying, but it's only primarily people that are sick and have got pre-existing conditions. But again, I mean, you look for yourself. Look at the traffic in these stores. This is Labor Day, midday. I mean, no, again, who getting sexy these days? When it comes to nice undies and stuff, but no traffic in there. No traffic whatsoever throughout the whole entire mall. It's very, very strange to see. Um, we used to love going to the mall. I mean, growing up, I used to love going to the mall, hanging out, and you don't even see children or young kids, anything, hanging out in the mall anymore. But as you see, I mean, nobody's there. I mean, Victoria's Secrets. I mean, you got a bunch of big women today, so you ain't got much of that going on. But no traffic in there. I think you got one person I saw in there, but arts and crafts store that I'm coming up on. Again, no traffic whatsoever. I mean, I like some of these ornaments. Maybe I can, get something at a steep discount because they are going to be going out of business. You see all these stores? I mean, just no traffic or pretty much out of business. Urban Outfitters, American Eagle Outfitters, not much traffic in there as well. I mean, I'm seeing a lot of 50% off prices as well. I see a lot of buy one get one free kind of deals as well. I mean, you got Dillard's in there, and you got Home Goods, and you got Finish Line. I mean, just a standard American mall that is just dying today. I mean, there is no business whatsoever. I mean, and it's just unfortunate to see, but this is what the economy is looking like now right now. I mean, this is the death of the American mall. I mean, again, when I was growing up, we used to love to go and hang out at the mall. Where's the foot traffic? Are these retailers paying their mortgages? This commercial apocalypse that he was talking about, I mean, it is definitely real. And, you can read numbers, you can see people put out figures and stuff on charts and whatever, but it's another thing to go through an actual mall and to see uh, that there is no business and that business is closing down. And again, this is Paducah, Kentucky. This is a housing boom unlike you've never seen before. This is a construction boom that's taking place out here of people moving from the cities into the country and into these minor cities, minor cities as you call them. But now, I mean, there are no jobs. I mean, there are no opportunities, and as people are required to go back to work, they're going to start getting pay cuts. I mean, before I left corporate America, I had a work from home job, so I mean, I'd be sitting in paradise if I was still working today, because it was a work from home job. But as you see, where is the foot traffic? Where is the business? I mean, you got Burlington Coat Factory. I think Burlington Coat Factory, Home Goods, Dillard's, and the other store, Pilgrims. They're hiring $18 an hour. I mean, it's a real nice slave wage job. I mean, they're gonna work you like a dog down there. High turnover rates there as well, but you can pluck some chickens if you want to. But as you see, I mean, the only stores that seem to be holding up this mall, again, is Dillard's. You got Home Goods. You got Ross. And you got Burlington Coat Factory. I think these are the major retailers that are really keeping these stores afloat. I mean, J.C. Penney went out of business, and they were in here. But you see GNC. I mean, nobody's in there. I mean, yeah, hey, morbidly obese, sick country. Who cares about vitamins anyway and nutrition? But as you see, I mean, it's seeing is believing. There is no real kind of activity in these malls. I mean, they're going away. And then when you look at what's going on when it comes to the shipping container crisis, you're talking about $35,000 for a shipping container. I mean, I figure what the hell people doing with these shipping containers now in terms of living in them. I wonder how that's affecting the shipping container market. But even Dillard's, I mean, I just peeked in there and I didn't see much traffic in Dillard's. They have uh, both sides of the mall. They take up a lot of that space. Directly behind me, there's another entrance for Dillard's, but again, you don't see anybody in these stores. I don't see anybody uh, doing any kind of shopping because the truth of the matter is that people are broke. People are dead broke, and you can front only but so long. You can put up the front only but so long, but the proof is always in the numbers. The proof is always in the pudding. You got Dillard's on the other side. I guess this is another store off to my right. It's closed. You talking about some major space here, where there is just no market. There's no market whatsoever. I think that was a Kentucky where they sell apparel for the Wildcats or whatever um, sports place that they got out here. I'm not a really sports person anyway, but this is what they're selling. This is what they have. Um, you got folks out here that still think that Trump is going to come and save the day. It's a damn shame. This person is another banker puppet, another guy that's run by the Rothschilds. But people, we love our idols. We love our people that think that somebody's going to save the day. But again, I mean, there is just no activity. There is no opportunity. There is no kind of life going on within these facilities at all. And, I just tell people over and over again, become self sufficient. Do what you can in order to make sure that you are not dependent on this system because it's crashing and burning. And I go back to the notion of real skills, real friends, real assets. If you don't have them, you're going to hurt. But there we go. Retail apocalypse in full motion. Bye.